feel like as American Jews and as future leaders in the American Jewish community that our liberation is really tied with Palestinian liberation.
We are going to be the generation to end the American Jewish community's support for the occupation.
Millions of Palestinians are stuck in Gaza right now. They don't have regular access to water, to energy, to light.
For the last few weeks, there have been protests in Gaza that have been violently suppressed by Israeli forces.
We took to the streets and built an embassy of freedom because we are here to say that as the American Jewish community, we do not support the move of the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. We do not support the violent repression of Palestinian protesters. We can look at the world and we know what is right and wrong. We know that killing nonviolent protesters is wrong. We know that denying human beings the right to water, the right to movement, the right to participate in society is wrong. And then we get to stand up together and represent the moral voice of our community.
And what we're saying here is that Jews and American Jews are not going to be your pawns for your reckless foreign policy decisions.
For a lot of us who grew up in American Jewish communal life, what we heard growing up was very different than what we saw in reality, and it took us some time to get to a place where we would show up in the streets.
Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn.
Young Jews do not support the occupation, and we're here to show Trump and to show Netanyahu and to show the rest of our community that we are willing to take risks and to fight for what we know is right, and we're willing to take a stand in the streets here in DC to show the world and to show our community that the future of the Jewish community rests on ending its support for the occupation, and that we have to, as American Jews, stand up for justice in Israel Palestine.
Truly, this is a movement led by young Jews, but one that includes people of all generations. Because, we've been taught by our elders to stand for justice, and we are putting that into practice today.
So if this is new to you, know that you're not too late. You can join, you can become part of this movement, and you can stand up and say that we need freedom and dignity for all Israelis and Palestinians.